Good morning, students. Now we shall start with chemistry and unit A. The name of the chapter is Electrolysis, Metals and Metallurgy. Now first we should understand what is electrolysis. So electrolysis is the process of decomposition or deposition of certain chemical compounds by passing or passage of electric current, resulting in chemical reaction at the electrodes. Okay, so with the passing of electric current, there is deposition of certain chemical compounds, you see, right, resulting in chemical reaction. A chemical reaction takes place at the electrodes. So this is the process of electrolysis, right? Now electrolysis is carried out in an apparatus. The whole process of electrolysis, it is carried out in a apparatus, so that we shall understand that what is the apparatus like, what are the parts of it, and how actually the electrolysis process takes place. So we shall understand how electrolysis is carried out in an apparatus. Fine. Now students, I told you all about electrolysis. So electrolysis, you see, I told you that it's the process of deposition or decomposition of certain chemical compounds by using electric current, with the use of electric current. And I had told you that electrolysis is the process where electric current is used for the decomposition of certain chemical compounds, right? So now we shall understand the process of electrolysis and what are the things that are involved in the process of electrolysis. And I told you an electrolysis is carried out in an apparatus, right? In an apparatus. So this you can see here, this is called the electrolyte cell. What is it called? It's called the electrolyte cell, right? So here it is a non-conducting vessel. Electrolysis takes place in an apparatus. So apparatus is an instrument or a vessel, we can say. So it is a non-conducting vessel in which electrolysis can be carried out. Now non-conducting vessel. What does non-conducting means? That is, it does not allow electricity to pass through it, right? Now in this portion, no electricity can pass through it. Okay, only electrolysis can take place within this vessel. So this is the vessel and here electrolysis takes place. This is called the electrolytic cell, right? So you see here, we can see that there are two rod-like structures. This is called the anode. Here this is called the cathode, right? This is the battery with the positive and the negative charges. This is the key. When it will open, this is open sign of opening. When it will open, current will pass through it, and when it will close, the current will stop passing through it, right? And electrolysis, the process of decomposition, I told you. Decomposition means the particles are broken into smaller particles, right? And they are released in this solution. They are released in this solution, whereby from here they pass in the solution in the form of free ions and they are deposited on the other end, right? So this is the process of electrolysis, and let us see what things are, what is an anode, what is a cathode, and let us all consider one by one. Now we had discussed about the electrolyte cell. This is an electrolyte cell I discussed before. Now the second thing which participates in the process of electrolysis, you see, is the electrolyte. Now what is an electrolyte, right? So we shall understand what we understand by the term electrolyte. So they are the chemical compounds, right? They are the chemical compounds which are in the molten or in the solution state, in the liquid state, right? And they are able to conduct electricity. That is, electricity can pass through them. They are good conductors. They can conduct electricity and undergo chemical decomposition. Chemical decomposition, the word chemical decomposition means breaking of the chemical compound into basic structures or ions, you can say, right? Now when current is passed through it, so electrolyte is a chemical compound which is in the molten or in the solution state, that is in the liquid state, which can conduct electricity and undergo chemical decomposition. Chemical decomposition word means here breaking of the complex compound into simpler elements or free ions which get deposited on the other end, right, when current is passed through it. Now we shall understand that strong electrolytes, the strong electrolytes are good conductors of electricity. That is, electricity can pass through them in a proper manner and release free ions for depositing. That is, strong electrolytes, they conduct electricity, they are good conductors of electricity, and that is, electrolysis can take place wherein there is decomposition of free ions, right? So you understand what is an electrolyte. Next we shall learn about what are non-electrolytes. Next we shall understand what are non-electrolytes. Previously we had learned what are electrolytes, right? So now we shall study about non-electrolytes. So what is an electrolyte, as I told you? It's a chemical compound which allows electricity to pass through it, and in the process of electricity passing through it, the chemical compound is broken into its ions, free ion state, and they are called electrolytes, which allow electricity to pass through it, which undergoes a process of decomposition, right? Now what are non-electrolytes? Non-electrolytes, they are compounds which do not conduct or allow electricity to pass through them, right? For example, distilled water, alcohol. Now these two are considered to be non-electrolytes, right? That is, they do not allow electricity to pass through them, and there is no decomposition takes place over here. Then we are coming to electrodes. Electrodes, what are electrodes? They are solid, this and this, right? They are rod-like structures, solid rods or plates which are made of graphite, through which current enters or leaves the electrolyte, and it is connected to the terminals of a battery. As you can see in this diagram, you can see these rods or plates, one here and one here. One is called the anode, one is called the cathode. They are called electric charges, right? They allow electric current to pass through them, and they are made of graphite, right? And they are connected to the terminals of the battery. So they are called electrodes, right? Now we shall understand what are anode and what are cathode. Now further we shall understand. I told you about electrodes. So what are electrodes? Electrodes, they are solid. These two I told you, they are plate-like structures, rod or plate-like structures. They are generally made of graphite, right? They are made of graphite, and through which electric current enters and leaves the electrolyte, right? They are the two rods or plate-like structures. They are made of graphite, and through which electric current enters or leaves the electrolyte, okay? So they are connected to the terminals of a battery. Now there are two types, you see, anode and the cathode. Now anode, they are the electrodes, they are connected to the positive terminal. Anode, they are electrodes which are connected to the positive terminal. Here you can see, right? And through which current enters the electrolyte. Now this is the anode which is connected to the positive terminal of the battery, right? And cathodes next. It is connected to the negative terminal. Here this is the cathode. It's connected to the negative terminal of the battery, right? Through which the current leaves the electrolyte, right? Now at the anode, what happens? Oxidation occurs at the anode. Here at the anode end, oxidation occurs. And at the cathode end, reduction takes place. Reduction takes place, right? At the cathode, it donates electrons over here. So what is cathode? It is connected to the negative terminal of the battery. And here what happens? At the cathode, here current leaves the electrolyte. Through the cathode, the current leaves the electrolyte. Now what is a battery? Now battery, it is the source of current to discharge cations or anions, right? Cations are positively charged particles and anions are what? Negatively charged. So you understand what is a battery? It's a source of current to discharge cations or anions, right? And what is the key? A key, it is used to switch on or off the battery. So they are the elements or the components to complete the process of electrolysis which is taking place over here. This is a electrolyte cell, right? They are the two electrodes, I told you. One is having positive charge, one is having negative charge. They are connected to a battery and there is a key which switch ons and off the current passage of current. When it is on, current will pass through it. When it is off, that's when it is downwards, the current will stop passing through it, right? So here the whole process of electrolysis takes place, and I told you that electrolysis is the process of decomposition or deposition of certain chemical compounds which are strong electrolytes. So certain chemical compounds which are strong electrolytes, they are good conductors of electricity also, right? Non-electrolytes, I have told you that they are those compounds which do not allow electricity to pass through them, and for example distilled water and alcohol. Whereas electrolytes are those chemical compounds which allow or conduct electricity through them, and in the process decomposition or deposition of free ions take place, right? So this is the process of electrolysis, and electrolysis cannot occur in a solid state. It occurs only in the liquid state, okay, in the solution state. So this is the process of electrolysis, and I hope you have understood it. So we can see that how electrolysis is used for the deposition of certain chemical compounds for industrial purposes, right? Thank you.